What's up, Tricology family, and welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. Today, we're going to be doing a Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness movie review. We got a lot of news and updates, and before we get into the good stuff, let's get into some bad news that happened this week. So let's get started with it. So you guys heard the news that Dave Chapelle did get speared and attacked by this attacker who, I don't know how he got in the building wherever he did, but you guys didn't know the weapon that he had that he tried to attack Dave Chapelle with. It was like a Beretta gun, but it had a knife attached to the tip of the gun. Yeah, this all happened at the Netflix It's a Joke comedy event, and down in Hollywood. So this attacker he go up and spears Dave Chapelle on stage, and then ran into the back, and then while security ran after him, and then as you know, Jamie Foxx was there to try to help and protect Dave Chapelle and help the security get him out there. And as soon as the attacker was captured by the security, if y'all see like the picture when he was like carried out on the stretcher into the ambulance, his arm was messed up, and you can see the dude's face. And when they mentioned the info on the attacker, he was like an Indian rapper, and I don't know what beef he had with Dave Chapelle, but you can clearly say he was stupid as hell. And Chris Rock was there to make sure that Dave Chapelle okay, but he made an infamous joke saying that was that Will Smith, going back to the incident that happened at the Oscars between Chris Rock himself and Will Smith. But and clearly that was just a joke from there. But it's just crazy to me, like how this dude get past security and he had a weapon on him. Like, that just makes no sense at all. But we're just glad and thank God that that Dave Chapelle is okay and no injury was attached to him. But it's just sad to see that that stand-up comedy nowadays, you just can't go without having a good time and laugh for your kid, but instead we feel threatened all around. Like, for example, if you can't take certain jokes from a certain comedian, don't buy no ticket, okay? And like you think you'll feel offended, just don't do it. Just don't buy no ticket. But just don't go up and then be at the damn fool just to be internet famous. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll just move on from that because I don't want to get into too much into it. That get me in trouble. But thank God Dave Chapelle is okay, but we just need to tighten up on security and everything. But like I said before, like if you're not interested, like the Joe said, some of the community be saying, just don't buy a ticket at all. Just don't do it. Okay? But that's all it is. And we're gonna leave it at that. But let's get into the some news and updates before we get into the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness movie review. So first off, speaking of Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness could become the fifth biggest cinematic opening in history. And this is what Box Office Pro had to say about this. Multiverse of Madness has long been tracking for a debut over $160 million, with the enemy shifts upward in recent weeks, as buzz and pre-sales have been pressed to the point of increasing the chances for what could be just the second May release in history to eclipse the 200 million thresholds. The other time it happened was during the 2012's first Avengers. When it was all said and done, it was an all-time record with 207.4 million, a milestone perhaps, celebrating its 10th anniversary this weekend. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness opening weekend range was from 192-222 million. So I asked myself this question: can the Multiverse of Madness beat out No Way Home? It could be a possibility, but I feel like the Multiverse of Madness will beat out the very first Doctor Strange. So that's why I think it's going to happen. That's my possibility on that. Okay, so moving on to the next topic, and Netflix disasters continue to get worse as shareholders sued the company. Oh my goodness! But this is what Hollywood Reporter has reported. At the beginning of the class period, Netflix announced that its third quarter financial results in a letter to shareholders that said, "We are seeing positive effects of a strong slate in the second half of the year, with figures supporting the statement." On a conference call with analysts and investors the same day, Netflix Chief Financial Officer Spencer Norman, if I pronounced your name correctly, commented that throughout the quarter, the business remained healthy as it been throughout the year, with churns at low levels. He added that the management expected to continue in terms that the healthy retain that this kind of alternate as we get past those international market reopens with COVID and past COVID pull foraying into the strength of our slate. Man, this is getting more crazy, and we just hope Netflix is going to do okay. And if this was really the end of Netflix, thank God we have Disney Plus, we have HBO Max, we still have Prime, and we still have Paramount Plus. We still have the other ones. But could Netflix Day be numbered? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how this story goes. Hopefully it is more better news. Oscar Isaac says that Marvel has no plans for Moon Knight Season 2. And this is what Comic Book Reader has reported. Speaking to the Radio Times, Isaac revealed that while he's been interested in reprising his role as Mark Spencer, aka Moon Knight, Marvel Studios is not working on Moon Knight 2. You know, I think we are approaching it as this is the story, said Isaac. And let's just put everything out on the table on this story. There is definitely no plans to continue it. I think it will be depends on what the story is. Now, I got another update saying that let me see if I can find it real quick. Now they say that Moon Knight is still to return to the MCU, and this is what their update report says. Speaking to Marvel.com, consulting producer Sarah Gaza all but confirmed that the Fist of Kazu will make a triumphant return. In discussing song use in the finale opening moments, grants the end. Gugger suggests that Mark and Steven's story is just beginning. It's a song that says, at the end of the story, it's a story without an end. It feels true to the show in a way. It's just a continuation, and I feel like this was the right ending. This is a story that we have only scratched on the surface of. Gallagher says, no ending could possibly capture a story like this. The ending is really to be continued. So, if Moon Knight is still returning to the MCU, will we get a season 2 like maybe that down the road or stuff like that? Because in the first preview they said they have no plans to shoot season 2 now. But will he make other appearances through other Marvel projects? That is still to be determined. Now, I would definitely like to see the Moon and Midnight Suns Midnight interact together with Moon Knight, Blade, the Swordsman, and hopefully we get Ghost Rider in there. But only time will tell. And as far as the future of the MCU, because Kevin Feige did said that we will go another 10 years, as he mentioned in CinemaCon, that at the end of 2032 we'll see how the MCU goes. But that's the latest update on Moon Knight. Now, going back to Doctor Strange 2, Sam Raimi said that it was originally 35 minutes longer. And this is what he said. Well, the first cut was, I actually don't remember the length of it. It was possibly like 2 hours and 40 minutes. It slowly came down even through we did in the reshoots. We took out materials even through the reshoots went in. So it slowly got down to about 2 hours and 5 minutes in total. See, that's what makes me a bit of like, why they didn't keep that? Because well, I'll get to my more in the review in a second, but that I just wish that it could have been more longer. But moving on from that, Cobra Kai season 5 trailer arrived with the release date announcement, and this is what Joe Blog has reported. Season 5 picks up immediately after the conclusion of last season, where we saw John Curtis Martin Keva in jail and framed for the assault. His friend, who was quickly turned foe, Terry Silver, Tom Emerson Griffin, is taking advantage of Kreese's absence by overhauling and expanding the Cobra Kai karate. Meanwhile, Daniel Lazarov, played by Ralph Machenko, and Chauzi Turtain, played by Yuti Baratru, join forces to help bring down Terry once and for all. In the midst of all of this, Johnny Lawrence, played by William Azopsy, and his son Robert Kitty, played by Tannen Bershon, are off on a mission to look for Miguel Diaz, played by Yacha Mursi, sorry if I pronounce those names, who went out to look for his biological father in Mexico. So season 5 is looking pretty good. If you guys have not seen the trailer, it's uploaded on YouTube and on your Netflix accounts, so you guys could check that out. But season 5 looking great. Avatar: The Way of Water trailer played for the audience during the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, this is what Movie Web has reported about the trailer. The teaser trailer was brief at almost a minute. You don't get to see any specific plot details, but there were a lot that can be inference. A significant amount of time has passed since the humans were kicked off Pandora. Jack and Natura have a family. The RDA corruption has returned in force. They have new avatars who look to train for combat. Killing Jake will be the NTR's top priority. So that gave a good brief details about it. So hopefully we get a full trailer soon in the next couple of months. But the teaser trailer look awesome. Anytime you just look at Avatar, I'm like, oh my god! You just want to go to Pandora. You just want to go to Disney World, to Animal Kingdom, and just go to Pandora Land. You just want to go. Like, oh my god, that would be my escape plan. Yeah, but the teaser trailer look awesome. Can't wait to see the full trailer, and can't wait for this movie to come out in December. John Watts leads Fantastic Four movie, and who is next to direct? And this is what THR has reported. Making 3 Spider-Man films was incredible and a life-changing experience for me. I am eternally grateful to be a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe for 7 years. I am hopeful we'll work together again. and I can't wait to see the amazing vision of Fantastic Four brought to life, Walt said in a statement to the Hollywood Reporter. Kevin Feige, Marvel Studios president, and co-president Louis Esposito said in a statement, "Collaborating with John on the Spider-Man films has been a true pleasure. We are looking forward to continuing our work with him to bring Fantastic Four into the MCU, but understand and are supportive of his reasons for stepping away. We are optimistic that we will have the opportunity to work again at some point down the road." But the question is, who's going to be the new director of the Fantastic Four? We don't know yet until we get an actual announcement. But I'll keep you guys updated until we find a new director for the new Fantastic Four. Aaron McGregor asked Disney to let him return again after the Obi-Wan series, and this is what Coming Soon reported. "If we are going to get the opportunity to do it again, I'll be totally up for that," McGregor told Total Films before joking about how he was once again asking Disney for the opportunity. "Here I go again. It's like me knocking at Disney's door again. It was nice to come back and to bridge the gap between me and our justice," said McGregor. "I got as much or more out of playing him this time than I did the first 3 movies put together. That is to do the writing. And people were making the series with, and the technology of how different everything is. So, I want to see how the Obi-Wan series go, and if I feel like they should make a number 2, I definitely see how it goes. But it just all depends how the story would go, because right now, yeah, you guys already know the timeline. Obi-Wan is probably based off of the Revenge of the Sith, and definitely before the New Hope. So I hope it gets to season 2, but I just want to see how the first season goes before going into season 2. I just want to see how that goes. So but I'm still excited for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. It can't get any faster. The new James Bond won't be named for a while, but who should it be? This is what Variety has reported. As soon as Daniel Craig announced in 2019 that No Time to Die will be his 5th and final film as international spy James Bond, rumor began and has not stopped swirling about who might take his place. But Bond franchise producer Barbara Broccoli says, "It's going to take some time before Craig's replacement is named. It's a big decision." Broccoli told Variety at the Long Care Theater on Thursday, said the opening night of Macbeth on Broadway, which she is producing, in which Craig is also starring in. "It's not just a casting a role. It's about the whole rethink about where we're going to go from here." And I totally agree from that. But I just want to see who's going to be the new James Bond, and he has that same look and talk for James Bond, and we'll have to see where we're going to go from there. Ms. Marvel is to open in theaters overseas. Now that's going to be very interesting. The Express Tribune has reported. Big announcement. Shireen penned it on Instagram alongside sharing some artwork on the show. "I'm excited news to share. It present for Pakistan. We are bringing Ms. Marvel to theaters across the country. Marvel Studios' Ms. Marvel to be released in cinemas in Pakistan." She added, "The Walt Disney Company and Marvel Studios have a special announcement to make. Marvel Studios' new original series, Ms. Marvel, will be released exclusively in cinemas only in Pakistan through their licensed HKC Entertainment." Now, that is pretty good news. Now, given the fact that Ms. Marvel's background is Pakistan, so that is definitely a great thing for that to see. But Of course, Miss Marvel is a Disney Plus exclusive for certain countries like us, so we get to see. But yeah, and I can't wait to see how Miss Marvel does on for the first time on screen, especially and also and on streaming services as well. A new Jackass series is coming to Paramount Plus. Oh Lord! And this is what Commentary has reported. A new Jackass series is currently in development for Paramount Plus. According to the information pulled from a recent Paramount earnings call, the Jackass crew were returning exclusively to the studios to streaming services for a new show. Based on successor from Jackass Forever, we are working on the creators to bring the partnership with a new show, bringing even more ridiculous antics straight to Paramount Plus. Paramount and Global's CEO, Bob Chapelle, told a post-earnings analyst call, according to THR. At the time of writing, nothing about the series beyond on existence known, but the fans can expect more information for months for months to come. Now, I hope it's kind of similar to the original Jackass series that we had before on MTV, but it's gonna be very interesting. I just love these guys going crazy to just make everyone go laugh. Oh my goodness! But moving on, Fast 10 balloons to over $300 million, and it's one of the most expensive movies ever. And this is what Screen Rant has reported. In a new report from THR, the issues have been placed on Fast X, which is Fast 10, were brought to light. It highlights everything that lead us to Lynn's exit, which includes a balloon budget that is reporting now at $300 million and was pushed into the point due to the cast salaries. Universal had apparently spent well over $100 million of the Fast 10's budget on the casting for the film. Lynn's upper exit didn't help matters either. It was reported that the shuffle to find a replacement was costing the studio as much as $1 million per day, just to keep everyone on standby before they could get someone behind the camera. In comparison, Fast 9's budget was reported to be to $200 million. Now, I don't know who's going to be the new director, but as long as they got the budget to do more crazy stuff, I'm all in for it. But and just can't wait to see how the Fast 10 is going to turn out. And then lastly, Jurassic World Dominion will end the Jurassic Park franchise, says Chris Pratt. And this is what Screen Rant has reported. You go like a fireworks display like 4th of July or New Year's, and there's always the finale. You are like watching for it, and then boom, you're like, oh, that's it. This is the finale. I feel like the whole movie is that. It's like 30 years in the making. This is the 6th Jurassic film, and it's the end of this franchise. I really do think it is the end. You got a legacy cast back: Samuel Neill, Lauren Dern, and Jeff Gluman, plus the cast of Jurassic World, all converge, all storyline covering in a way that is very much of a finale. So I do like that that the Jurassic World Dominion could definitely be finale, but I will say this: Hollywood, do not try to remake it. Just don't try it. Just leave it alone as it is. We are getting a good. I hope the Jurassic World be a great, not only a great movie, but also a great finale to one of the great franchises, which is Jurassic Park. So we're just gonna leave it at that. So Hollywood, do not try to remake this movie. Do not try to do anything else. That's it. But so I know some of y'all might have been a little skeptical when they did Jurassic World, but we end up loving it. because we kind of understand how the story goes from the original the Jurassic Park trilogy. So that I hope this is the actual finale, and I hope the movie is really good. I can't wait for the Jurassic World Dominion. But that's all from our news and updates. So let's get into our movie review today, and that's going to be on the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And of course, you guys know who the director was. Is Sam Raimi, and this brought the return of Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, along with Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda, aka Scarlet Witch, Chili Effort as Kamadu, Benedict Wong as Wong, and we got Rachel McAdams as Christine, and also we got a newcomer of Ezra Gomez as America Chavez. So after the events from Spider-Man No Way Home, Doctor Strange has to protect America Chavez, a teenager capturing the traveling world of the multiverse from Wanda, aka Scarlet Witch. So, like going into this movie, I had my expectations for it. Did I get that in this movie? Yes and no. I'll put it at that. So there was a and we've been hearing a lot of rumors, and we have been seeing a lot of stuff that's going to be happening. Some of them came true, and some of them were not true. Okay, but I had a real a good time watching this movie, and when I mentioned back when doing Sam Raimi's the statement saying that it was supposed to be 35 minutes long, and I wish it was longer. I really wish it does, because it came by so fast. Because you just having a good time watching this movie, and you didn't even realize it go by so fast. Like it kind of reminded me of Rocky IV, the original cut, not the director's cut, but the original cut. Like it went by so fast. Like and I wish it was like 35 minutes longer, but it is what it is. But I definitely had a good time watching this movie, and at times it definitely felt like a horror flick. It definitely had its horror elements on there, considering the fact that some of the people said that this movie would definitely be Marvel's or horror flick, and you kind of, because like once you guys watch this movie, you kind of understand where the horror elements comes in. So as you guys already seen in the trailer, we have different variants of Doctor Strange. Of course, you have our Doctor Strange, the original one. You're gonna have the evil version. You have the Defender Strange, and then you have the zombie Strange. So you guys already saw that in the trailers and all that stuff. You guys probably already saw that. And Wanda, oh my goodness, Scarlet Witch. I definitely loved her in this movie, but you kind of feel you still kind of feel sad for Wanda, because if you guys already saw the events that happened in Infinity War and Endgame, and also in WandaVision, you kind of understand what was her goal here, and you kind of understand what she was going through. Like, oh my, she just needed a hug, man. That's all. She just needed a hug. Like, oh my goodness, man. But like, she definitely played that role in this movie. Oh my goodness, just see what carnage that she did. Oh my goodness. And America Chavez, I don't know too much about this character, but I do know that she has the ability to do try and travel, but she cannot control her powers, and that's what Doctor Strange was doing to help and guide her to it. But at times she couldn't use her powers because she was like, the only time she could use it when she was like scared at times, and that's when she should be able to have the ability to use it. But this was her first outing. I want to see how she does in like in future movies, but yeah, it's gonna be very interesting how it goes. But as far as like the movie is concerned, I don't want to go to too much about it. I don't want to spoil anything about it. But once you guys see the movie, you kind of want to understand where the movie's gonna go for future movies. But other than that, I definitely give this movie a solid A+. This was definitely good. It might not go with everything that you might expect it to be, but you'll definitely have a good time watching it. But other than that, that's all the today's episode. If you guys enjoyed this episode, if you're watching on YouTube, give it a like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when new videos are uploaded. And don't forget to post your comments down below. And also, if you're listening on Spotify, Anchor, Google, and Apple Podcasts, don't forget to go into the description, YouTube link in the description, and post your comments there. But other than that, this is Trico, and I'm signing off, y'all. Peace.